There is a level of mental and physical power that makes you look invincible to the rest of the world, and it starts the moment you stop making excuses. Most people live their lives bargaining with themselves, hitting the snooze button and giving up at the first sign of a hurdle. But the legends, the ones who truly dominate, never break. Imagine a man who fought 60 duels and never lost a single one. Not because he was the strongest, but because he developed a mind that knew no hesitation and a body that knew no limits. This was Miyamoto Musashi, and his secret wasn't about adding new skills. It was about the brutal elimination of everything that made him weak. If you want to transform your life, you must stop looking for motivation and start removing the dependencies that hold you back. The journey to this scary level of strength begins with a simple, hard truth. True power is the ability to perform in any condition, regardless of how you feel. Many of us are only disciplined when things are easy, when the gym is open, or when we've had a good night's sleep. That is a fragile kind of strength. Musashi taught that you must have no preferences. If you can only focus in silence, you are weak. To build an unbreakable foundation, you must commit to your goals even when you are tired, even when you are sick. Eliminate the need for perfect conditions. Train your nervous system to handle discomfort until what used to be a crisis becomes just another moment of action. Mental toughness is not about being aggressive. It is about achieving a still mind, a mind that remains calm even in the heat of battle. Musashi called this Hijoshin, the everyday mind. Your internal state should stay as steady during a high-stakes conflict as it does when you are simply drinking tea. When you face stress, or an argument, or a personal failure, your instinct is to react with fear. But true mastery comes from observing those sensations without letting them control you. By practicing non-reactive observation, you literally rewire your brain. This calm presence is what shocks people. It makes you the only one in the room who does not freeze when everything goes wrong. A calm mind is an illusion if the body is too weak to back it up. You must push your physical limits until the impossible becomes your new normal. Musashi trained in extreme heat and freezing cold because the enemy does not wait for you to be ready. When you push through a grueling physical challenge, you aren't just building muscle, you are building the warrior's way. This process eliminates the mental habit of thinking, "I can't," and replaces it with the cold realization that you simply do what needs to be done. Once you prove to yourself that you can conquer your own body, your mind stops wavering and it becomes firm. The ultimate strategy for success is not just about winning today, it is about having no weaknesses for tomorrow. This means maintaining Zanshin, a state of permanent consciousness. Most people relax the moment they reach a goal, but the master remains aware. Musashi's strategy was focused on not losing, being so reliable, so consistent, and so disciplined that you leave no loopholes for failure. In your diet, your work, and your relationships, strive for absolute efficiency. By being the most reliable person in the room, you become more powerful than those who rely only on fleeting brilliance. Finally, to reach the highest level of human potential, you must abandon your ego. Stop identifying with your successes or your failures. True strength is not something you do for praise, it is who you are. When your practice becomes as natural as breathing, you have reached Kenzen-ichi, where there is no separation between the person and the discipline. At this stage, your presence will make others uncomfortable because you have become a mirror reflecting their own lack of discipline. Musashi died with no regrets because he lived at the absolute limit of his capabilities. The question is not how he did it. The question is, why aren't you doing it?